now, welcome to Preview Review this week, where I, Matt Doolittle, give you a sneak peek while we speak geek. Well, this week we are reviewing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's swing at an Oscar with his latest movie, The Smashing Machine.
Probably looking at my eyes.
How did that happen?
Well, have you ever heard of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC?
That's the bloody thing they're trying to ban.
This guy is the best he has ever seen.
Do you hate each other when you fight?
Absolutely not.
How do you know Mark Kerr? Oh, we go way back, but he's a buddy of mine.
Come on, baby. Too much?
Never.
Too much?
No.
Please welcome in his Octagon debut, Mark Kerr!
Winning is the best feeling there is. It's 40,000 people, and they're cheering you on. There's no other high like it in the world.
Well, biopics have long been Oscar favorites, and The Smashing Machine seems to be right in line with that. Directed by Benny Safdie and starring Dwayne Johnson as real-life UFC fighter Mark Kerr, the film dives into the athlete's turbulent late 90s struggles with addiction, mental health, and love amid his rise and fall in the fighting world. Johnson delivers a surprisingly tender, emotional performance showcasing vulnerability rarely seen in sports dramas, while Emily Blunt plays his volatile girlfriend, Dawn. Got to see this last week. Yeah. I'm a huge Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fan. Now, let me tell you, the acting that he did was great. Emily Blunt, okay, it was a little over-dramatized. However, I feel like they left a lot out of the actual Mark Kerr story, and it only made $6 million over the weekend, and it cost, and for an A24 film, this is odd, $50 million.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
It is, and they left out a lot of stuff. They didn't go into how Mark Kerr had to fight cancer, and at the end of his career, lost all of his money and ended up working at a car dealership for a little bit. Now, Dwayne does give a great Oscar performance, but again, it just didn't feel like the whole movie was something that people would want to go see. It's another fighter movie. I can understand why people were like, I'm going to go see Taylor Swift this weekend, because it just didn't give that off. The Rock did a lot of decent promotion. However, he didn't go back to his fan base, the WWE, to promote it, which I feel like kind of left wrestling fans going, oh, now you're going to leave us. We all saw him lose the 30 pounds he had to put on for this, which freaked everybody out. So I feel like that kind of had that disconnect. And again, we're back in this genre where people are just kind of seeing every type of fighting movie. It's another one of these punchy, smashy things. Now, the fight scenes are great. The drama stuff's great. They use Mark Kerr's real friends in it. I have a personal friend who actually trained with him in Minnesota. So there was that, and he's known out there, but you just didn't get that connection with it. It didn't feel like a Rocky. It didn't feel like something you wanted to dive into.
All right, let me ask. Let's talk about The Rock. Do you think now this is the path he's going to go down as far as taking these artsy films, or do you think he'll go back to those big box office smash? Do you think that, or is this the show, hey, I do know how to act? What do you think?
I think he's showing the range. The makeup's great until he has to shave his head in the movie. Then you're like, oh, that's The Rock.
That's The Rock.
That was the thing, when he had to shave the head. I think he's going to go more that way. Look, he's 53. You can only keep up that size and keep going that long. And look, Stallone and Schwarzenegger hit that peak at one point, and then those action movies just started falling off. Granted, they brought him back a little bit, but did anybody remember the last two Transformers?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing that last Rambo. They beat the Expendables into the ground.
Okay.
I think he's going to have to kind of gauge that, because his last action movie, which was really what I remember being Black Adam, horrible. And it was a disaster.
Okay,
And
Oscar or no Oscar?
I think he'll be up for it unless someone else comes along. I think they're going to give it to him. I think he did a great job, because he really transformed into this guy who's a soft-spoken. You didn't really see any of The Rock in there. You could see him, but you know what I mean? You couldn't see him.
All right. Matt, stick around here. I want to talk a little bit more about that. Of course, it's in theaters now. You can check it out. A24 films always have that gritty look, feel. It's always really, really good here. Maybe a date movie, if you think about that.
Yes.
But it's definitely wait for streaming.
Straight for streaming. Okay.
It's a streamer.
Well, maybe you have a date night at home.
Date night,
Yeah.
Netflix and chill, right?
We were talking soulmates, right? I mean, Is
Yeah,
it a
soulmates
thing?
is one of those-
Is it not a thing?
Yeah. Here's the
In
thing.
the movie, is his wife his soulmate? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
They separate. So
that's what I'm saying. So if somebody would say that was your soulmate, well, you're not supposed. If that was your soulmate, then why would you ever break up? But you talk about it's about locale. Like if you think about the industry, you find people that have similar likes in the industry.
Exactly.
Imagine location has something to do with it.
Well, when I was living in Los Angeles, it's funny you mentioned that because when you live in LA, you don't date outside of your zip code.
That's
I mean, you stay like if you live in Burbank, you date in Burbank, but you don't date somebody from Pasadena or Malibu. It's not even possible.
And
No,
directions are
directions are huge. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense because first off, it's because of nobody driving in LA is
Oh, it's a
crazy.
nightmare.
First off,
Yeah.
but then can you say that that's your soulmate? Or you mentioned when you're dating. So if you want to start looking for somebody more serious, would you go in the valley or something like that? I guess that's where I'm.
No.
Tell you what, let's talk more about it.
Yeah,
Talk about how
let's do
people
it.
dating a little bit more around. When
Oh,
we
I
come
like
back,
it.
we'll talk more about
Okay.
it, and we'll get your thoughts too.
I love it.
We love to hear from you. Flash at dailyflashshow.com or our website.
DailyFlashShow.com.
Stick around. We got more after this.